How's it going, y'all? I am on my way north towards Canada and ultimately towards Alaska. And my first stop on this journey north is in Great Basin National Park, which is Nevada's only national park. And it is an oasis of lush forests, high alpine, and it is like an island in the middle of the Nevada desert. The Great Basin stretches from eastern California to Sierra Nevada, all the way to Salt Lake City, and as far north as Idaho and eastern Oregon, and as far south as near Las Vegas. It is the largest desert in all of North America, and it's the only cold desert in North America. It actually snowed on me today. And right now, hiking, it's pretty chilly for being the end of May. It is May 13th, 2025. I'm at 8,000 feet in Great Basin National Park. It's about 3 in the afternoon and it is snowing. I'm gonna go for a hike in the forest, see how things look. I'm right now in Great Basin National Park, the only national park in Nevada. Look at this. When I think of Nevada, I think of Las Vegas, I think of desert, I think of just the driest places you can imagine. And here I am in this sagebrush meadow up above 8,000 feet in Great Basin National Park. So Alaska has been on my van bucket list for over 3 years now. I've been on the road for almost 3 years and I was building the van out for over half a year before that. So in these last few years, Alaska has always been something that one of these summers I was gonna tackle. Pretty excited for it. It's pretty daunting of a task to think of driving to the end of North America, but I can't really imagine a more exciting adventure to take on than this. Being that I'm on my way to Alaska right now, I'm going earlier in the season than when this park is fully open. It's currently mid-May, and the highest reaches of this park, Wheeler Peak, the campground up there, they're all still closed for the season. They will open here in early summer, but even here at just above 8,000 feet, there's snow, so I can only imagine how much snow there is up top. Already getting hot. You know, the temperature's right around freezing. Most of this trail is uphill. Might have to shed another layer here soon. We'll see. I'm only like 15 minutes into this hike and I'm already sweating so much that I'm shedding all of my layers. Probably steaming right now. I am. Let's keep going. Having been in the desert for like the last 6 months, it feels really nice to be up in some alpine. Fresh mountain air, cold, sagebrush all throughout. I really love this sagebrush everywhere I see it around the West. It's honestly my favorite. Really stunning. Just feeling the blood pumping from doing this trail right now. Feels so good. I haven't been on a mountain trail like this in several months. I love it. Well, y'all, I think it is time for me to make it back to the van and warm up. I've been out here for a little bit, hiked a couple of miles. I got a couple miles back and we'll be set. I think it's time to go. Back to the van. Look at this. I'm in love with this right now. So the snow has stopped, and now I'm able to hike along Lehman Creek, and it is beautiful. You can actually see beyond 100 feet. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. We are heading back into Great Basin National Park. Much prettier day today. I'm gonna go to the Lehman Caves Visitor Center and see if I can get a walk-up tour. The ranger told me to come at 8, and they would know at 8 this morning whether or not they were gonna do a tour. Now entering into the Lehman Caves.
Here, that landslide was so tremendous that it obliterated any fossils that would have been here. So the walls of this cave are actually made out of marble, glass, and other minerals. And we'll see evidence of this in these strips down here. It finds the cracks, and it's in the giant's ear. Shields are flat and round, and they are rare. So, it's pretty fun. So, 1. For averted vision, you can use that to find galaxies at night. 3, 2, 1. Now this ceiling, this is a pretty big trunk. I imagine it could have been chopped down and sent to the state fair, maybe to help advertise the cave. ceiling and make ripples in the lake. So yeah, you guys will see the lake. If you look directly across from the lake, you'll see a shield. Waterfall in the lake, the ripples. Did anybody have a drop of water? Warm, dry winter, but a few years ago there was a lot of snow. And when it melts, it takes it. So this year we just haven't had a lot of snow or rain. And so it's not as... No, we walked past that early on. Yeah. Underground from the surface.
All right, we're at the end of the cave here. So this is the Grand Palace at the end of Lehman Cave. Wow.
So the water gets sucked into a very small space, and it's actually stronger than gravity. It's not as rare as cave shields, but to see them in the quantity that there are thousands of these. And remember what I told you? Yeah, basically, it's well decorated.
All right, we are off, leaving Great Basin National Park. I am now heading northwest across the Great Basin, which is this massive desert and just mountain ranges and valleys spanning hundreds and hundreds of miles here across the central western US. Now gonna make my way northwest, gonna hit the gym in one of these small towns where they have an Anytime Fitness. And then I am going to see how far I can get before it gets dark. I've never driven this area before, so this is all very new to me. Yeah, time to continue towards the Pacific Northwest, ultimately towards Vancouver Island, and then, yeah, start exploring north. Just showered in Eli, E-L-Y, Nevada. I'm off to drive another few hundred miles across the Great Basin. I didn't know that the Great Basin was just a massive expanse of sagebrush. So yeah, I am driving across the entire thing over the course of a few days. So I'll show you what it is.